Hello, my beautiful friends. It's Rebecca from Sacred Reiki Healing here, back again with a weekly energy update. I really hope you enjoyed the last one, last week's, and let me know if you did below. I really appreciate hearing your comments and your thoughts. So we are going to dive into those main themes for this next week now, starting Monday here, January 17th through to the 24th. And I have kind of delved into those energies today and asked some of my guides' advice just to see what was coming forward for us. So some big themes for this week. I really felt like we are really going to have a primary focus on our relationships this week. I feel like we're going to really have some different things that are going to be quite enlightening for us to help us broaden our perception of love, of judgment, of compassion, of grace. There was quite a bit happening this week when it comes to really moving forward in self-love and learning how to really do that self-care. So if you have been feeling those energies of, if you're feeling a little bit worn out, if you're feeling like you've overdone it, or you're feeling those things of burnout, really important to prioritize yourself this week, okay? So those themes, it says love, sincerity, and finding the blessings in disguise is what I had come through for me. So really be aware of what hidden blessings are coming forward for you this week. We might have some challenges. It could be within our relationships that cause us to really take a second look at ourselves, at our partner, and really digging deep into those hidden lessons that might not be obvious at first. So I was really getting quite strongly to think big in these conflicts or these challenges that we face this week, and really don't take anything at face value. I'm hearing there's really some hidden gems that are going to come forward that are buried beneath the surface. So really take on that eagle spirit, that bird's eye view, and really be aware of what lessons are really coming through to you. So a few tips that were coming forward with relationships and working with these challenges is really being mindful of mirroring. So what is this person mirroring back to me? So as an example, if you are triggered by an argument or something that really bothers you about another person, whether it's a friendship, whether it's just an acquaintance or your significant other, really open to interpretation there. But whatever is triggering you, use that mirror effect and look back within yourself. What is being mirrored to me? What am I doing to my own self that really is actually triggering this emotion, this reaction out of me? And really being honest and having that ability to look at yourself without judgment, okay? Really focus. Self-love is such a huge theme this week. So really being mindful. How can I remove the judgment from this aspect? But being honest in how we want to do some course correcting, or how we want to open up our hearts more so we can actually receive more love, so we can receive more beauty, and really seeing those things as actually a blessing, okay? So find those hidden lessons and those beautiful blessings that might at first come across in disguise, okay? That was really, really coming forward. So worthiness, that was another big theme, and judgment. So how can I be worthy? How can I change my views of worthiness? So a lot of us, we feel unworthy. We feel unworthy of love. We feel unworthy of the abundance that we're actually asking for. And a lot of you might have actually been triggered in this when you were starting your New Year intentions, right? Like sometimes I even find that myself, where I'm writing my intentions and I'm like, wow, I'm having a really hard time believing that this is going to come through for me. Even though I want it, there's that element of myself that still feels a little unworthy of this, like, oh, it couldn't happen to me, and oh, this is impossible, but I'm going to write it down anyway. And we have a hard time truly believing that these things can happen to us, that can happen to you. So really going into that, where am I feeling unworthy in life, and where am I looking outside of myself for fulfillment? So I want to read this little note that I made. So it says, what am I looking for outside myself that is already within me? So let's read that. It says, are you looking for more guidance, confidence, peace, wisdom, love, or something else? When we search outside of ourselves, we can become overwhelmed, frustrated, and never feel quite good enough. It's time to go inward and find everything you seek. All the answers lie within you, okay? So really was being called to really go into that worthiness aspect and where we might be seeking validation outside of ourselves. So once more, taking accountability. Where am I searching outside of me for fulfillment, for validation, for confidence, for love? And then realizing, actually, I have the power, I have the ability to give myself those things and meet my needs and give myself that self-love and that tender and loving care. So really eye-opening, and I was really feeling that really strongly coming through for this week. So being mindful, where can we give ourselves the things that we seek outside of us? All right. So go inward and find what you seek. So meditation was big, Reiki was big, really going into that energy work, revealing where we might have some hidden blocks, where we energetically might be harvesting things that are ready to be released. That was really coming up strong as well, was what is ready to be released and let go of now. Are we wanting and are we willing to release these unhealthy patterns and cycles of putting ourselves down, of not giving ourselves enough love and validation from our own selves, from our own cup and ability? So really being mindful of that. So really going into meditating and getting the energy work if you need it. Really go into that. If you have a practitioner close to you, if you want to book with me for an energy work session, let me know. It was really getting highlighted this week. So the next thing that I was hearing too is releasing that judgment from yourself. So how can I look at myself in more of this compassionate way? And carrying along that theme from last week, how can I remove that aspect of judging myself, judging my actions, judging my journey, judging my body? Physical body was really coming forward this week too. So taking care of that sacred temple and vessel and giving it the love and compassion that it needs. You know, I really keep seeing like this hammer where we're like hammering down on ourselves and hammering down on our bodies, but is that actually productive? Is that actually helping you and serving you in any way? Because when we think about it, everything that's really upbuilding and motivating and inspiring, it comes from love, and it comes from unconditional love and acceptance. So how can you remove that judgment from yourself and be more caring and compassionate when it comes to your physical body, when it comes to your vessel? You know, how can you really go into caring for yourself and bringing forward that mothering energy? I'm really seeing like a mother cradling a baby. So how can you be more mothering to yourself and more compassionate this week? So carrying through those themes from last week as well. Very dominant theme this month. All right, so last but not least, how can I be more kind to myself and offer more grace in this moment? So when we do come through those challenges and when we do have those moments of criticism and judgment, how can we give ourselves more grace? I want to read this. It says, growing your self-love is medicine to the world's broken heart. When you heal, we all heal. When you give yourself more grace, you are able to give the world more grace. Today's solution, look at yourself with a grace filter. I absolutely adore this. You are meant to be in the moment of your life, in this moment of your life. Release the inner critic and fill in that hole with your soul's truth, that you are infinite, that you are loved, and that you are already there. So how beautiful and motivating. So really, my friends, that is all that I have for this week's energy update. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you have questions and if you'd like to book a session with me, please let me know. I'm always available to you. Sending you lots of love and light, my friends. Have a beautiful and blessed week. Bye.